Story of the Killer Clown. When police raided serial killer John Wayne Gacy's house in Chicago, they uncovered 29 bodies. Born on March 17, 1942, John Wayne Gacy had an abusive, tumultuous childhood. His father beat him, berated him as a sissy, and whipped him with a belt. When Gacy was 7, a family friend molested him, but Gacy stayed quiet out of fear of further punishment. Gacy kept his sexuality a secret too. As an adult, he married his first wife and had 2 children, but coerced younger men that he knew into sex. 15-year-old Donald Voorhees worked with Gacy at the local KFC and told his father that Gacy had forced him to have oral sex. As a result, Gacy pleaded guilty to oral sodomy in December 1967. His wife divorced him and took the children, and Gacy was sent to prison. When he got out less than 2 years later, Gacy outwardly tried to return to normal life. At the dawn of the 1970s, he married his second wife and moved into a new home at 8213 West Somerdale Avenue. But John Wayne Gacy's house would soon become the scene of dozens of depraved murders. Between 1972 and 1976, Gacy murdered at least 33 young men and boys. Gacy committed all of his known murders inside his ranch-style house. Typically, he would lure a victim to his home and dupe them into donning handcuffs on the pretext of demonstrating a magic trick. He would then word and torture his captive before killing his victim by either asphyxiation or strangulation with a garrote. He murdered his first victim in 1972, had murdered twice more by the end of 1975, and murdered at least 30 victims after his divorce from his second wife in 1976. The investigation into the disappearance of Des Plaines teenager Robert Pius led to Gacy's arrest on December 21, 1978. In all, 26 bodies were discovered in the crawl space of Gacy's house, and 3 were buried elsewhere on his property. 4 were discarded in Des Plaines River. Gacy confessed to his crimes in December 1978. Though he tried to put forward an insanity plea, he was convicted of murdering 33 victims and sentenced to death in 1980. He was executed on May 10, 1994.